heading out to do some crappie fishing out here in my kayak. We just made it down here to the boat landing. It's extremely windy outside right now. It's a spring day, kind of right after ice out, and we're gonna go see if we can find any of these crappie up shallow. We got a storm rolling in here about 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna get out of here, load up the kayak onto the water with all the stuff, and then go try to find some fish. Okay, made it to the first little spot here, and I'm making this our first little spot here just because it's out of the wind, and hopefully we can catch the fish out of the wind today. As you guys saw, it was kind of spraying over the bow of the kayak there quite a bit coming over here. All right, for a rig here today, I've got a bobber up on top with a Bobby Garland glow-in-the-dark shad pole sitting there with about a 1/16 ounce chartreuse jig head. I think it's kind of a glow chartreuse color. Got a very, very dark stained, like almost black stained lake that I'm fishing here. In the springtime, these darker lakes like this that are shallow end up heating up faster than the clear ones do. That sunlight on these warmer days actually gets some of that energy trapped, that heat trapped inside the water, because all that color that's in there, that black kind of absorbs some of the heat. So these fish should be a little further along their stages of spawning and pre-spawn phase through the spring here, because water should be a few degrees warmer than the other area lakes up here. I have a couple other spots in mind that I'd like to go hit, but they're in the middle of all this wind. I'd have to just drop an anchor and see what I can do out there. It might die down in a minute or two. I'll give this spot a shot and see if we can't catch them here first though.
A few moments later.
Just move locations. The wind has not died down here very much at all, but I found a good little spot, I think. We're near slightly deeper water next to these cliffs, and there's a tree that's fallen into the lake over here. We're gonna see if there's any crappie hanging off of it. What's going on? Ah, it's a little pike. Not the right flavor. Something hanging off that tree though. Get him back. Using a bobber like this in these somewhat shallow areas out here, I'm still finding probably about 6 or 7 foot of water underneath me. Just allows me to slowly work that bait. This wind right now will be dragging my, carrying my line with these light jigs around, and be making me work it a little bit faster and dragging it over these spots a little faster than I'd like it to. So just dragging back a bobber slows things down. This water's not very warm yet, so these fish don't want to chase a ton. What's going on here, guys? Looks like it might be a crappie this time. Yes, it is. All right. That's the species we're after today. Came off the tree over there. The bobber didn't even go down. It was just a real soft bite. Started taking it off to the side, kind of moving it this direction, but very cool fish. One last look at that crappie there for you guys. I'm gonna send her back on her way. God. Oh, that is not a crappie. That is a big old northern. I don't think he's giant, but oh, he's not huge, but I don't want him to take my bait. Hello, Mr. Pike. Oh, hello. Give me my bait back. Got the bait. It's not a bad little pike right there. I'm gonna get him back on his way. They're out of season at the moment, so catch and release for that guy. Came back over here to try another little bay just outside of where that tree was, see if there was anything that pushed up here shallower, and that guy took the little bobber down. Fishing just a couple foot of water up here. That was a good little fight, but I don't really want to keep I don't want to keep catching pike. They're out of season right now, even though that was a good little fight and a break from little crappie and the other smaller pike I caught earlier. That was a nice little fight on ultralight gear with the crappie setup. See if we have any crappie laying back up in here too. I caught that other pike near that tree earlier, so maybe they're kind of in the same areas together. When these crappie get up here to go spawn, they'll come into pockets like this where there's these reeds and this grass, kind of shallow weed bed areas up here. They'll spawn around that stuff. I'm seeing if we have anything moved up into this pocket. The wind's been blowing in here off and on all day, and the sun's been hitting this bank, so this water's warmed. This spot doesn't seem to be holding the crappie too good. I'm going to move on, see if I can't find some better water for them. It just seems like the pike have moved back in here so far. Really big marshy bog area off to my left. I think I'm going to go check and see if there's any crappie sitting up in there. This water seems very, very shallow. I haven't found anywhere out here today where it's over about 6 foot deep, so with all the shallow water around it, it shouldn't be much of a change for them to go from the main basin of this lake up into some of these shallower spots. But I caught that one fish kind of on a transitional area between the two next to a tree. It's pretty high percentage, and I haven't found any more trees like that since. So probably start kind of over in this corner, getting the wind blowing on it. Should be pretty high percentage. If I was to guess anywhere over here, I don't really know what the depth is like. Yeah, it's not deep. Maybe 3 foot. Cast around, see what happens. There's one. Oh, he's still on. What do I got? Better not be a pike. It's fighting like one though. Yeah, it's another pike. Darn it. Normally I don't mind catching these things a ton, but not when I'm trying to target something else, specifically like I am today. He's got some scars all over him, like otter tried getting at him there. Crazy. Look at all that, like claw marks. Let him go back. There we go. What do we got here? Crappie? Oh, it's a nice yellow perch. It's not bad. A little different. Nice little yellow perch there. Let's see how big he is. 9-incher, it's not bad. It's good to see out of this lake. I didn't know they had good sized perch in here. It's a pretty good one. From the lakes I've been finding lately, it's just been a bunch of real dinky little things. That's a good thing to see right there. On again. What is this? Oh, it's big, whatever it is. It's gotta be a pike, right? Yeah. It's in the same spot I just caught that perch too. Go. Oh, ah. There goes my jig. Ooh, what was that? Got something. Oh, probably another pike. Can't even get a look at it. Yeah, not surprising. Okay. Chill. Another little pike right there. They've all been about that same size. Kind of class range right there, but they're fun. Not trying to go after them, but it's neat. See you, buddy. It's weird how he took that too. It looked like he almost attacked the bobber. I wasn't really sure what happened there. Another pike. Let's look at him right there. I'll get him back in the water. It's probably close to 18-20 inch pike right there. I could check real quick actually. Yeah, right at 20 inches. I'm gonna throw him back in. It's the biggest one of the day. Oh, stop. Easy. Easily the biggest one so far today. 22¼ inch northern right there. It's a little bigger than the last one at 20 I cut. Get him back going on his way. Thanks for the fight, buddy. If any of you guys have any suggestions on how to target more of the crappie than what I am, so I'm running into more crappie than pike, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know. This is all I've been using here today to catch all these fish, is just a Bobby Garland crappie jig. Guys, I just switched over to more of a white glow tube instead of that Bobby Garland I had on here earlier. We'll see if that kind of keeps us more into the panfish and out of the pike some. I don't know if it's going to help at all, but if you guys have any suggestions for me on how to target more of the pike in the same areas that they're in so I don't catch them necessarily, let me know. I'm kind of new to fishing a lot of lakes that are riddled with pike along with the crappie, so we'll have to figure out some way we can target those more so I'm not catching all these pike. Oh, get off. Another pike. Good grief. Pliers. Let's see. Doesn't seem to matter if I go deeper or not. The pike are just everywhere in this lake. That's even on a completely different jig. Get him back in the water. Just started to downpour out here, so it's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to paddle back and try not to get soaked. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Explore deeper, and we'll see you next time.